And then he says, by the way, you're not the first one to go down this road. I had other people go down this road too. You understand? So now you're going to look for them even more, because if somebody has navigated this road and faced all of its challenges before you, then you will look to them as an example and they will help you navigate it better. They will make this journey easy. By the way, you do this in real life. You're traveling on a road, you get the report that there's some traffic or there's some, are there a lot of cops on this road? Some of you have those like radar things in your car or whatever, but it ran out of batteries or something. You call your friend, yo, I'm on the George Bush, or I'm on, I don't know what tollways you have here. There's too many of them. Sam Houston or something. And I'm on this road. Are there a lot of cops on here? Or should I, do it? No, bro, I was there last week. They got me a ticket. Okay, I'll stay within the halal limits. So you look for someone else who's gone down the road and they help you navigate it better. Again, a source of support. Then the other thing. The Prophet ﷺ gives these really uncompromising, unapologetic verdicts through the word of Allah. Allah speaks like a master. He doesn't speak like a slave. He speaks like a master. And so He speaks with authority. And people find it offensive because they don't hear Allah speaking. Who do they hear speaking? The Prophet ﷺ. And who are you to talk like this? So they get offended. But does the Prophet stop? No. And every day, does he have to keep making more progress on the same path? Now, if you make progress on the same path, tell me, isn't it logical that you're going to get more trouble? You're going to get more and more and more trouble. There's going to be more and more pressure for you to take a turn. The more you make progress, the more resistance, the more opposition, and the more there's a chance that you will, you can handle a little bit pressure. Tomorrow you have to handle more pressure. The day more, then the day more, then the day more. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get tougher. A normal human being can only handle so much pressure before what happens? They push. They take a turn. But the Prophet ﷺ, his toughness, his commitment is being highlighted. And the commitment of those prophets are being highlighted because they're on a straight path and they never flinch. They never flinch. People come to them with attack. People come to them with ridicule. People come to them with threats. People come to them with threats of exile and of killing, of torture. They don't budge. Their family comes to them. Their elders come to them. Their political leaders come. Everybody comes to them. They don't flinch. They're committed. This is the idea of the toughness required. And by the way, that itself is proof that he has to be a messenger. Why would he put himself in this much pain? We're still continuing the idea that this Quran, carrying this Quran, you can only do so if you were sent, because it just brings way too much trouble. Like one of the Mufassirun said, "Iltizamuhu dalilun ala nubuwwatihi, wasiratihi dalilun kama anna al-Quran dalil." This is important now. The Quran, because of its perfection that I talked about, the three kinds of perfection of the Quran, itself is proof. And now the Prophet's commitment to this cause itself is proof. They're again a proof. But then there's that last thing I want to tell you about this ayah. Ala siratin mustaqim. It doesn't say upon or committed to the straight path. It says committed to a straight path. Siratin mustaqim. فَنَكَّرَ اللَّفْظ. He made it nakira, made it common. There's a difference between saying the straight path and a straight path. Because in Fatiha, we don't say guide us to a straight path. We say guide us to the straight path. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. There's al on it. Here it's not. What does that do? Actually, when you take al off, it means it's something unknown. It's something unknown. And even though Allah is talking to the Prophet ﷺ, who else is listening? Quraysh are listening. And Quraysh may not know a lot about the Quran, and we'll see that they may or may not. But they know one thing. They know the Prophet ﷺ. And even if he doesn't say a word, they can tell the way he lives is some kind of straight road. He's a really straight arrow. He always does things the right way. In other words, even if you don't know all the details, just observing his character will give you the conclusion that this is some kind of a straight path. Just observing the Muslim is enough. Especially this messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That itself will give off the vibe that there's a straight path here. Ala siratin mustaqim. Has Allah mentioned himself?